We think Bharatanatyam is all about moving. Of course, but have you paid enough attention to the standing posture before all the movements begin? The Samapadam. In a Bharatanatyam class, you hear instructions like sit more, lift your leg, don't shift weight, and so on. But do you hear corrections about your Samapadam? Hardly, right? Because it is considered simply standing with feet together. Let us see if there is more to it. Take a look at these two people, a person in stilettos and a person slouched on a couch. You don't need to be specialists to understand both these postures are bad for the back. But when we dance, these mistakes are not as obvious. It might look like this or this. Looks familiar? It's not just about the Samapadam as a posture, but it is about understanding Samapadam as the starting point for the rest of your dancing. If you start with a posture like this, it is as bad as doing Bharatanatyam with high heels. Can you even imagine that? Before we learn more about Samapadam, we will do 2 strengthening exercises and 1 awareness building exercise. The strengthening exercise will draw your attention to the muscle groups you need to work on for a firm Samapadam. The first one is the bird dog. You will need a yoga block for this one. Come to the tabletop position with the shoulders above the wrists and the hips above the knees. Place the yoga block under the left shin. Flex your right toe under and straighten the right knee completely. Lift the right leg till it is parallel to the floor. Keep looking at a point between your hands so your neck is aligned with your spine. Stretch the left hand out in front of you till it is in line with your ears without changing the position of your neck. Hold the posture for 20 counts and do it on the other side. Repeat the whole set once again. The next exercise is the wall arm slides. Stand with your back to the wall and stretch your hands vertically above your head without shrugging your shoulders and hold for 4 counts. Make sure that the back of the palm is in contact with the wall throughout this exercise. Slide the elbows down for 4 counts until your elbows are close to your sides. Hold the position for 4 counts. Repeat 8 times. Now we move to the awareness building exercise to understand the alignment of the pelvis with respect to your spine. Stand comfortably with your legs parallel. Imagine your pelvis to be a bucket full of water. When you tilt it forward, water spills in front. It is called an anterior pelvic tilt. And at BNN, we call it bucket out. When your butt juts out and you have an arch on the lower back. When the water spills behind, it's called a posterior pelvic tilt. We call this bucket in. It is like how a dog would tuck its tail under when it is in fear. Then you find your neutral. Bucket out, water pours in front. Bucket in, water pours behind, and neutral when the water stays safe. When you let your body find out extremes, it will learn to find the neutral. You can do this bucket in, bucket out and neutral exercise 8 times. Now let us see how to stand in a Samapadam. Stand with your feet together. Some of you might have your knees or thighs rubbing against each other, not allowing your feet to be together. In that case, keep a gap of 2 to 3 fingers in between, but make sure that the feet are parallel. Make sure your pelvis is neutral, meaning no bucket out or bucket in, but neutral. Press your thighs together and engage your glutes. Avoid the arch on the lower back by keeping your torso slightly in front. Keep the shoulders down and back. This is where the arm slides will help you with your shoulder position. Tuck your diaphragm in so you feel your core muscles are engaged. Keep your chin down so you feel your neck is like a continuation of your spine. And do not forget to breathe. Your body should feel like it's being held by a thread from above that runs from the top of your head through your spine. Now that is a Samapadam. Feet together, pelvis neutral, thighs pressing against each other, glutes tight, shoulders down and back, diaphragm in, chin down, and breathe. Remember, what is well begun is half done.